What's goody, what's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy WhosManz. You already know what time it is. About to get into this 32 team playbook. If you guys are new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. That always helps. So yeah, like I said, we about to get into this playbook. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna just quickly go over all the formations, and then I'll show you guys some plays that I like out of these in this style of team. Because I've gone through and looked at all the rosters of all the teams, and honestly, this Giants roster, as far as Madden goes, is pretty nice. But yeah, so they got wing tight, I'm gonna quickly go through some of this stuff, but mesh, obviously, you guys know I like mesh. You got the PA flood, FL stretch. You have wing tight Z, which could do some damage, especially with a good running back and a good old line, but they're not the greatest. Curl flat seem great, especially if you were to send maybe, the running back on a swing route towards the corner route there. You can have a high-low read, or you can just keep it the way it is. You just base it off that right side where you have the curl flat and you got a seam. So if they're playing cover 2, the seam could be open, especially with that check down, that little hitch route by the running back up the middle. It'll kind of bring down the middle linebacker or whoever's playing those hook zones in the middle. They got a stretch, drag wheel. They got wing pair, which not my favorite, but PA tight end seam is pretty nice as well. Then they also have PAX burst cross. Anytime you got crossing routes, they're nice. The drive concept is pretty nice as well. Deuce close. See, they got the wham. They got dive, but they do not have stretch in this playbook. So that's the one thing that's holding this Deuce close back. Wing, which once again one of my favorite formations, but they do not have. Actually, they do. Okay, so they have PA close PA sail, which is great to add with close zone strong, and then close PA cross. Those are nice. Wing stack I like a lot. Zone weak, and then that duo alert smoke is kind of nice. Smash drive, got this drive. It says in the title there, you got smash on the left there, and then you got the drive coming across the middle. And that route, that little drag route, basically, if it's zone, they'll stop in the, just stop in the middle, and if it's man, they'll just keep going. So that's something you got to take into account, because those option routes can get you in trouble sometimes. There's a flanker spots, nice. PA fork. They have wing slot, which is pretty nice as well. They got mesh spot. I think this is a little bit better. As you see there, PA fork, blunt dive. Bunch ace, not the best single back bunch, but that divide is pretty nice. I'd probably send the outside guy on a drag as well and give yourself a mesh concept with, and it'd be kind of like a drive concept if you send them there, because you'd have an underneath going the same direction as that crossing route, and then you also have that sort of like wheel seam by the tight end there. Man, toss, Z spot, that option route. Once again, I don't know exactly how this Z spot works, so I'll go into the playbook and go against different coverages just to see how that option route works. Tight end angle can always be pretty good, especially I think it would work better if there was a instead of running an out route on the bunch side. If you were to send them just like a clear out route, it usually just takes everything back, and then that angle, that little Texas route, that tight end angle route, usually will get pretty open in the middle of the field. We have tight Y off. PA flood, that crossing route doesn't get as deep as you think. It really is just a deep dig. Man, this. And then they have doubles as well, which can be pretty nice as well. Next, we're going to get in the I form. They got H Pro, H Tight, H Wing. As you see here, we're going to go through these plays. This bench is kind of nice, especially against cover 3. You can either keep it stock like that, or instead of out routes, put them on comebacks. I think those are a little bit more reliable, unless you have a really good route runner on the outsides, like with Green Bay or the Cardinals, Texas. I mean, anytime you have a Texas route is nice. Instead of their fullback, I probably put in, the second running back in there. Just a little bit more athletic ability in there for the Texas route. This 94 will is nice with the wide receivers looking to go inside the block, giving you outside, the ability to bust it back outside. Duo, once again, the duo is really nice. And then PA scissors, always great. Looking at here, this is a really good running formation. You can also, especially with the Giants, since they have Evan Ingram, and they also have, oh gosh, I'm forgetting his name, but he was always hurt. Rudolph. They also have Rudolph, so they have two pretty good tight ends. So this will be a good formation to use as well. And then they have this here, H wing. And then get into it. PA spots, nice. You have the stretch alert rookie. Strong. I'm gonna try to go through this quickly so it's not too long, so I can show you guys some plays. So they have H slot, H wing, and then obviously duo, which is nice as well. You have the ability to kick it outside if need be, create some nice lanes. PAFB flat, which is pretty nice, and then post shot, double post is always great, especially against cover 4. Sometimes against cover 2 as well. It tends to take both of the deep safeties to the right side of the field, leaving that backside post wide. And then you have flanker dig, and then that curl flat with the Texas route from the fullback. H wing, F trail is pretty nice. Corner route with a post, and then you have two routes coming the other way. Creates a lot of confusion. See, post cross, another good cover 4 play, especially with this play action. If sometimes depending on how good the safety is on the other side, they'll bite down a little too much, and then you have that post coming across the middle. And we're going into gun. So wing stack. This mesh spot isn't as good as the wing, the one in the Cowboys playbook, but it's still really good. Smash drive. Once again, like I said, smash on the left side there, and you have drive with that running back corner route for verts. Read option there is really nice. Then they have the PA post curl or PA curl post, double post, and then you have a high-low on that left side. Wing slot weak. RPO zone read bubble. Those are always nice to throw in there just to keep it honest. You have the mesh HB corner. You could keep it this way, or if you want to have a better effect, put the tight end or the slot receiver. You can either hitch them or send them out to the flat. Makes it harder to guard the running back route there. Power read, those are nice, especially with Daniel Jones. Smash, it's smash drive. You have a drive concept with the smash. I mean, those are always nice. It's really good against zone. Just both of those concepts do really good against zone, especially cover 2. So if they shade up the hook zones in the middle there, they're going to take the deep dig and then leaving the drag wide open. And then, especially against cover 2, you have the smash. So if they're playing underneath leverage, they're gonna leave that corner open. And if they play over top, you have that little hitch that you can throw it to. So a lot of ability there, and then you have the HB base, which is pretty much, it's almost like a power. Bubble Y over, and tight Y off, which switch wide receiver drag is pretty nice as well. You can put your tight end on a drag again, creating a mesh with the post in the corner. Those are always nice. Then you have this RPO zone alert Omaha, which I think because it's stack and because of the alignment of everything, this could be good, but it's not going to be that great, especially with how Madden is. Flood drive. You have a flood with the drive. I mean, the drive is basically a deep dig with a drag underneath, and it just makes them choose high or low on that. And then you have flood on the right side there with the running back and all that. And the post going back the opposite way. Again, cover 4, deadly. This inside zone looks pretty nice, especially if you want to mess around with some movement there, creating like a bunch look on the left side, move the tight end over, mess around with that, and then you can get a nice blocking scheme going on. Normal Y off close, you got the mesh spot, which is great. Y sail, always great. Red zone scissors, great. Play escape is great as well. Doubles offset, I like these doubles offset weak, those formations. You have dagger, which probably isn't my favorite, but I would re-drag the tight end on this, and then you can either block your running back depending on how much pressure they send, or send them out to a swing route to the right, giving yourself a high-low on that side, especially if they're playing cover 2. Angle smash, I mean, you have the angle route with Saquon. It's going to be hard to defend them, and then you have the smash route on the left side there, especially for like cover 2, and then that tight end route is always great against man, and then you also have the comeback route, which is good against man as well. But I noticed comeback routes on the right side of the field don't do as well as on the left side. It doesn't matter if you have a right-handed quarterback or a left-handed quarterback. That's just something I noticed. So you really have to time it a lot better on that right side. I think mainly because I don't know, Madden is just like that sometimes. Doubles offset weak, like I said, I like these. You have this RPO zone read bubble, one of my favorite plays. Verts is always good. You've seen how I used Verts against the Bucks user there. Outside zone. Then they have this alert glance, which it's the RPO that RPO zone glitch, but I'm never gonna do that because it's stupid. Double cross, good against cover 4. Deep dig with a post over top, but usually just one-on-one. So depending on who you have at wide receiver there, if you have like a D-Hop, if you have Devontae, or just really any really good route running wide receiver, anyone with a route tech, you got Amari Cooper, they're gonna be wide open, especially if you throw it on the break. I noticed when you throw it on the break and it doesn't look like they're open, you throw them open. Users tend to have a hard time figuring out what's going on, unless obviously they're really good, then people will pick up on stuff like that. But then you have this read option. Y trips are always good. I mean, trips is always good. You have Y sail, you have 4 verts, strong flood, which is good. The stick and nod is really good as well against man. 2 double routes with 2 clear outs on the outside, and you can even drag the tight end on this and give yourself more separation on that zig route going towards the middle from the slot. Let me go back and look. You have wide receiver screen. That's about level switch, which is another good concept there. And then Y corner. So we're looking at bunch, mesh spot, and they have flood verticals. Bunch trail, not the best, but flanker drive is pretty nice as well. Z spot and go. This isn't the best bunch, but it serves its purpose. Trio offset, which is probably going to be one of my favorite formations out of this. They have the read option, and it gives you the same, so you can't throw that bubble, but it gives you the same look as the RPO alert bubble. Which sometimes can confuse people and just gives your running back more space to run up the middle. You have 4 vert. Then you have flood, tight end in, which is great. Level sail. This flanker dig is really nice as well. There's a couple of different ways you can run this. You could streak your slot instead of having that zig, and then drag your tight end, and it just gives you the same look as a dagger. And then slip screen, which I think people should use a little bit more, especially when people, you know, want to man align a lot. Then you have tight, which tight is a really good formation. I need to start using it more. Drive corner, a really good one. Then you have mesh spot, which is another good formation or play, and then PA cross, which there's a lot you can do with this, and then Z spot. Spread Y flex. I like spread, but this isn't my favorite spread in the game. Shallow cross, good against cover 4. Double cross, once again, another good cover 4 beater. And then you have the RPO read bubble. Slot outs. Then you have this spot Y cross, and then hitch seams is really good. So this isn't a bad spread, but it's not my favorite. Trio Y flex, another good one. You have this RPO zone alert Omaha. PA crossers is always good. Slot out. That little hitch coming from the outside, number 1 on the bunch side. If you throw it a little early, especially against man, you can get that in there pretty nice. This curl flat isn't that great. Daggers, always good. And then you have this wide receiver seam, which is great, especially against like cover 2. That dig gets in there pretty nice because of the corner and the seam. Just clears it out for the dig underneath. Tray open, just similar to a couple of plays. And then once again, this double ends. DBL ends, it's really nice. Level switches, like I said, nice. Curls and go. This drag verticals is nice as well. You could send your running back up the seam as well. And then that drag just gets underneath. Empty tray, and then you have your empty tray flex. So I feel like a lot of these 5 empty back sets are all pretty similar. So thank you guys for watching. This is probably a longer video, but like I said, I'm trying to hurry up and get through these playbooks. So if you do enjoy stuff like this, hit the like button. I will be bringing out more. So next is going to be the gameplay. So I'll see you in the game.